Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Esper, and we're back with after this really good-looking trailer. And yeah, as promised, this is our post E3 video for the Arma 3 upcoming expansion that is officially known as TAW. Now, there's a few interesting stuff in this one that we get to know during the PC Game Show. Well, interesting as in we know little, but we know a bit more. So, well, first of all, this group of islands going to be called Tanoa. Now, it is based on Fiji's, I believe, and well, a jungle. It's going to be jungle. It's going to be South Pacific kind of environment. So expect lots of Vietnam type of mission played on this one. I can see lots of people doing that, myself too, especially. So yeah, no, let's get back on track. So, first of all, the devs nickname this place Green Hell. Now, well, obviously it's a jungle, but as they say, it's pretty. You get a few cities, but it seems to be pretty natural as to what they said. So again, this is gonna be well, it's going to be a jungle. Now, first concern about this terrain, as said, I'm just going to speak about what I know, but they haven't announced any news about AI improvements per se. Now, personally, I would have loved to have lots of improvements, especially since this is going to be a jungle environment. And again, like I said in my past video, for those who don't know, I'm going to keep this short. The AI in Arma and its way of working, basically, if something is not physical per se, it's not going to be used in as in basically imagine a laser, going from the AI's eyes, scanning the horizon. If it's not physical, the laser keep going, and now I know sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't work, but let's say that the AI will spot you if it's the object behind which you're hidden is not physical per se. Now, in the jungle, I can see this being a problem as AIs already has the reputation to shoot through trees, and I experienced it many times myself. And the same with my community, and probably every Arma player to this date. Now, I'm gonna keep going. We have no info as for this. Uh, Something else. Now you can see in this picture many islands, like I say. So lots, maybe they talked about vehicles, like new vehicles, new weapons. So maybe we'll get proper naval assets. Maybe we'll get. I'm not talking destroyer or aircraft carrier, but probably gonna get some coastal patrol ships like frigates or corvettes. Maybe more amphibious vehicles. This will be in team. Uh, so yeah, maybe like we're seeing the small Cessna. Yeah, they're gonna add also lots of new assets, of new buildings, new vehicles. Now we saw earlier like construction vehicle. Is those gonna be drivable? I don't know, but they're looking pretty good, and I want to fight in those mines that you can see right here. So yeah, again, interesting stuff. Um, they talked about, and and maybe it's my lack of comprehension, as I said in another video, I'm not a native English speaker. Maybe I misheard, but I believe I heard they talked about local factions, as in with a S. Uh, so maybe to expect one or two new faction, maybe three new faction that are in team against with the Fiji. Because for those who don't know, in Arma 3's backstory, sorry, they CSAT, which is the main up for faction, and NATO, which is well NATO Blue 4, are the we fight on in Altis, which is a Greek team plays and Stratus. Yet this is not the major point of the war in between CSAT and NATO. The major clashing they got is in the South Pacific actually. So anyway, we'll see where this goes. As for factions, they talk about local factions, and again, emphasis on the S, I believe I heard. And next, now the biggest news uh, that we heard, and I think the one I'm the most excited about. I mean, not talking about the island per se, but support for DirectX 12. Now, what this implies, first of all, better performances. I mean, DirectX 12 is, well, obviously superior in a way of handling graphics. And I believe I heard that Arma is still holding up to. Now, I have no quote here. DirectX 9 or 10. Anyway, it's not as efficient as it could be. And again, now the only I know Bohemian Interactive was working on what they call the Infusion engine for improving DZ, and what this engine, I believe, was actually made to support DirectX 12 and also multi-core, as in Arma is single core, I believe. It's not is at least it's not optimized for multi-core, so it tends. For example, I can host the Arma tree server on my machine and yet play on the client on said server or on another server, and yet I encounter no performances issues. So, see what I mean? So, if this is actually a thing that they move to DirectX 12, and that imply I assume this means something as in either an engine upgrade, either a new engine. We may hope, maybe at least we can hope to see maybe multi-core optimization. Now, that would be nice. That would be extremely nice because the way Arma works, basically, processor's doing all the work. Most of what's on screen is not only rendered, but also got a simulation attached to it. And simulation, it's processor. So it's AIs, it's bullet like ballistic, it's like physics. They moved to physics so that the GPU handle it, but most of the physics is still simulation, so it's still processor. Like I say, AIs, everything that is to network traffic, etc., weather. You get my point. So yeah, well, even if they don't go multi-core, just having DirectX 12 to better handle the graphic, that would be nice. Now I know not everyone. This implies using Windows 10 first of all, for better or worse. I haven't tested it myself, not gonna talk about it. But again, this implies also having a graphic card that could handle it. I believe mine may handle it. I don't know. GTX 580. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm dragging here. So yeah, making this just coming back all this in short. New island, obviously jungle, multiple islands, so I think an archipelago. Added to that, DirectX 12 support, which is nice. New weapons, new vehicles, local, probably at least one new faction. So, but from what I heard, new factions with a S, so many, multiple of them. And well, yeah, and I assume probable support for multi-core. Well, at least better support for multi-core. So anyway, it's gonna be released 2016. I think it's first half. I don't remember, but yeah, it's coming. So I expect news in the coming months up to 2016. And again, this is not gonna be a standalone. It's gonna be a proper expansion that will be added. They see Arma 3 as a platform, which is nice. And yeah, again, so yeah, that's about it. So I hope this was informative to you, that you enjoyed it. I think that's about it for E3 coverage. I will do a redo for Battlefront now that I got my nerve and in check, my emotions in check. And so yeah, so look forward to that. So again, this was Esper wishing you a good day or good night, and see you next time.